everyone, my name is Jenny Woolsey and this is Craniofacial Acceptance Month. I am the baby of my family and I have two older brothers. Now, as you could imagine, growing up with me as their sister was not always easy for my brothers. In fact, sometimes I'm sure they wished I wasn't their sister. They would have to put up with seeing people be mean to me. They would get into physical fights to protect me. Everywhere we went, I got looked at. My family was treated differently because of me, and so on. It wasn't easy for them. Now, my two children both have Crouzon syndrome, and the youngest has Down syndrome. So we all have something in our family. So it's not such a big deal. In fact, having two with the syndrome has been beneficial for them because they've been able to help each other through their journey. And the youngest one with Down syndrome just sees them as their brother and sister. It's no big deal. I thought today I would talk about siblings. If you've seen the movie Wonder or read the book, you'll know that Oggie's sister struggled at times with having him as her brother. And I think that is quite normal in a family where there are regular children and then children with a craniofacial syndrome. So I've been thinking about this. And I have some tips today to help the siblings to cope with the family dynamics and what they've got to deal with out in the community and even at home, because the child with the craniofacial syndrome usually gets a lot more attention. All right, so my tips for today are: 1, make it a safe space at home where that child can talk about their feelings, the good and the bad. And as a parent or carer, be open to whatever they say. Don't get upset if they say something that might be a bit hurtful. You want them to be honest. They need to be developing their own friendships. They need to be having their own hobbies and interests or sports, something that they can achieve and be successful at on their own outside of the family. You need to be giving that child special attention and even attention away from their sibling who has the craniofacial syndrome. Because as my older brother had told me, he got sick of sitting in doctor's surgeries waiting for a while I went to see the plastic surgeon and neurosurgeon, etc. And the last thing, I think, if the sibling is really struggling or they don't want to talk to you about it, I highly suggest they go and see a counsellor or a psychologist, somewhere that is safe and they can talk, and the person who's listening to them doesn't have a vested interest in the child with the craniofacial syndrome. And that way the sibling can get out their feelings and learn also some strategies to cope. Of course, having a sibling with a craniofacial syndrome is also going to have good times, wonderful times. But we know that having a face that is different does cause some extra pressure. And because of society's poor attitudes, it can be difficult. And we know that kids, particularly as they go through school, can have extra hardships because they look different or they're the sibling of someone who looks different. Right, my name is Jenny Woolsey. I'm an author, speaker, teacher, and artist, and I have the motto, be weirdly wonderful, accept your disability and your differences. Please like and comment on my videos, share them if they're helpful, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.